The Psalms of David, prayers that still help in every crisis. A timeless treasure of divine comfort, protection, and healing from the heart of King David. The Psalms of David, known in the Bible as the Book of Psalms, are not just poetic verses but a profound spiritual legacy. Written over 3,000 years ago, these psalms remain a source of strength, healing, comfort, and divine connection for millions around the world. King David, the shepherd-turned-warrior and eventually the king of Israel, poured out his heart in the form of prayers, praises, confessions, and lamentations, many of which were divinely inspired and preserved in the Holy Scriptures. The Psalms are not limited to a particular era or people. They speak to every heart, in every age, facing every kind of challenge. David, the poet king of prayer. King David is one of the most revered figures in the Bible. Not only was he a great warrior and ruler, but he was also known as a man after God's own heart. 1 Samuel 13:14. Despite his personal flaws and failures, his intimate relationship with God, his sincere repentance, and his heartfelt praises were unmatched. The Book of Psalms, comprising 150 chapters, is largely attributed to him. These sacred hymns are rich with emotion, joy, grief, faith, despair, hope, and triumph. David turned to God in every situation, and his prayers are recorded as timeless models for communion with the Almighty. Why the Psalms are still relevant today. In a world filled with anxiety, wars, depression, sickness, and uncertainty, people continue to turn to the Psalms for solace and inspiration. The reason is simple. They express human emotions in their rawest form while pointing to the unwavering faithfulness of God. Let's explore some of the most powerful psalms that have helped people through crises and still do. 1 Psalm 23, The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures, he leads me beside still waters, he restores my soul. This psalm is perhaps the most famous and beloved of all. In moments of fear, grief, or confusion, Psalm 23 brings immense comfort. David likens God to a shepherd who provides, protects, and restores. Even in the valley of the shadow of death, he declares, I will fear no evil. It's a psalm that has been read at funerals, in hospitals, in battlefields, and in lonely bedrooms. Its message is simple yet powerful. God is with us, guiding us, and we will never be alone. 2 Psalm 91, the Protection Psalm. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91 is a stronghold for those seeking protection from disease, danger, and destruction. During the COVID-19 pandemic, countless believers read this psalm daily. It speaks of God's promise to protect from plagues, snares, and terrors. It also mentions angels who are assigned to guard God's people. He will give his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. 3 Psalm 51, the Prayer of Repentance. Have mercy on me, O God, according to your steadfast love. According to your abundant mercy, blot out my transgressions. Written after David's grievous sin with Bathsheba, Psalm 51 is a heartfelt cry for forgiveness. It shows David's deep remorse and desire to be restored spiritually. This psalm is perfect for moments when one feels weighed down by guilt. It teaches that no matter how far we've fallen, God's mercy is greater, and true repentance leads to renewal. 4 Psalm 27, The Lord is my light. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? When we're surrounded by enemies, physical or emotional, Psalm 27 offers courage. David confesses his confidence in God's presence and declares that even if an army besieges him, his heart will not fear. It's a prayer of fearless faith, reminding us that when God is our light, no darkness can consume us. 5 Psalm 121, My help comes from the Lord. I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. This short yet powerful psalm is a declaration of total trust in God. It reminds us that human help may fail, but the Creator of the universe is our unfailing source of strength. Whether you're facing loneliness, depression, or difficult decisions, Psalm 121 assures you that God watches over you day and night. 6 Psalm 46, God is our refuge. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. This psalm speaks directly to the heart of the fearful and overwhelmed. It encourages the reader to remain still and trust God, even if the earth gives way. In natural disasters, wars, and national crises, believers often cling to this psalm. The famous line, "Be still and know that I am God," remains a command and comfort to all. The psalms speak to every situation. Below is a quick guide to specific psalms for different emotional or spiritual needs. Situation recommended psalms effect. Fear and anxiety, Psalm 27, 91, courage and peace. Sickness, Psalm 103, 30, healing and hope. Repentance, Psalm 51, forgiveness and restoration. Protection, Psalm 18, 140, divine shield. Loneliness, Psalm 42, 13, presence and love. Gratitude, Psalm 100, 136, praise and joy. How to pray the Psalms effectively. To experience the true power of Psalms, read slowly and reflectively. Let the words sink into your heart. Personalize the words. Speak them as if you're talking directly to God. Use them as a guide for your own prayers. Expand on the themes. Read them aloud. The spoken word carries spiritual weight. Memorize key verses. They will comfort you even when you don't have a Bible nearby. David's faith, a model for all. Despite his royal status, David frequently expressed vulnerability. He admitted fear, guilt, and sorrow, but he never lost sight of God's power and mercy. In every psalm, you can sense a longing for divine connection, one that surpasses rituals or religion. His authenticity is what makes the psalms relatable. He didn't just pray when things went wrong, he praised when things went right. He sang when he was victorious, and he cried when he was defeated. Why psalms are still changing lives. Modern believers around the world, Christians, Jews, and spiritual seekers alike, turn to psalms in hospitals, courtrooms, prisons, and homes. Even those unfamiliar with religion find comfort in its poetic truth. The Psalms remind us, God listens, God speaks, God heals, God forgives, God protects. In today's fast-paced, tech-driven, and often faithless world, Psalms call us back to the basics: prayer, trust, and worship. Conclusion, a prayer for every soul. The Psalms of David are far more than ancient songs. They are a living voice of the human soul reaching toward the divine. Each psalm is like a well of fresh water in the desert of despair. Whether you are broken, burdened, sick, afraid, lost, or simply seeking a closer walk with God, the Psalms have a prayer for you. In every crisis, in every storm, in every night, David's Psalms still shine like stars, pointing the way to God's heart. God bless you.